Hello students, standard 6th, chapter number 3 in maths, playing with numbers. In the last session we learned about the highest common factor HCF or GCD, and we started exercise 3.6, finished with the question number 1. So today going to start the question number 2. It says that what is the HCF of 2 consecutive first numbers, second even numbers, and third odd numbers. Now we have to find or to give the answer that what will be the HCF of first. HCF of 2 consecutive numbers. We know that when we take 2 consecutive numbers, they are always co-prime numbers. 5 and 6. There is no common factors except 1. 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10 and 11, 13 and 14. Always co-prime numbers. And we know that the HCF of the co-prime numbers will be 1 only. So, the HCF of 2 consecutive numbers will be 1. Numbers is 1. Secondly, 2 even numbers. Even numbers means consecutive even numbers are 2 and 4, 4 and 6, 6 and 8, 8 and 10. Then we know that they are even numbers, so there will be common factors 1 and 2. So the HCF of 2 consecutive even numbers is 2. Now if you take 2 odd numbers, consecutive odd numbers, 3 and 5, 5 and 7, 7 and 9, if you go on and on and on, will you get any common factor other than 1? No. 11 and 13, always co-primes. So their HCF also will be 1. So the third one is the HCF of 2 consecutive odd numbers is 1. So the HCF of 2 consecutive numbers is 1. Consecutive even numbers will be 2. And the HCF of 2 consecutive odd numbers is again the 1. Let's do the last question, number 3. What does it say? HCF of co-prime numbers, co-prime numbers 4 and 15 was found as follows by factorization. As follows by factorization. 4 is equal to 2 into 2 and 15 is equal to 3 multiplied by 5. Since there is no common prime factor, no common prime factor, so HCF of 4 and 15 is 0. Is the answer correct? Is the answer correct? If not, what is the correct HCF? If not, what is the correct HCF? Now here you can see that the 4 and 15 are co-prime numbers. They give the factorization 2 into 2 is 4 and 3 into 5 for 15. And they say that since there is no common prime factor, so HCF of 4 and 15 is 0. This is an absolutely wrong statement. You know why? Because we know that it should not be that there must be common prime factors. Common factors. Highest common factor. And we know that 1 is the factor of each numbers. It means 4 and 15 also have a common factor 1. So cannot be the 0. 0 is not a factor. So here the answer is not correct. As 1 is the common factors of the numbers 4 and 15. So, correct HCF of 4 and 15 is 1. It is not a 0. 0 cannot be the HCF. If there is no common factor, when you prime factorize it, if there is no common factor, then we know that nothing is there than 1. 1 is the common factor of all of them. So we cannot write down 0. It will be the 1. So answer is 1 here. Now we are going to learn about the lowest common multiple. In the last session we learned about highest common factor, was HCF. Here it is LCM, in short form LCM. It is the lowest common multiples. So here we have to find the multiples of all the given numbers, find the common multiples of the given numbers, and then among that all common multiples we have to choose the smallest one or the least one, and that will be the LCM or the least common multiple of the given 2 or more numbers. So the lowest common multiple of 2 or more given numbers is the smallest of all of their common multiples. So whatever are the common multiples of the given numbers, among them we have to take that smallest one, and that will be the LCM, least or the lowest common multiple of that given numbers. Let us understand with an example. Find the LCM of 24 and 90. Now, there is one method that we have to write down the multiples of 24 and multiples of 90. But then it will be a long list, because up to find the common multiples we have to write down so many multiples. So the other method is, first we have to find the prime factorization of the given number. That will be easier method for us and shorter also. So what do we do first? We have to find the prime factorization that you learn already. 24, we know that 24 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. And a prime factorization of 19. If you don't remember, you can do by that method we already learned, that 90, like that. 90, then you divide by 2, 45, divide by 3, 15, divide by 3, 5, and 5 1. So you get 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. You already learn how to find the prime factorization. If it is a smaller number, you can directly write down like that, or you can use that method of division as we already learned. So now here 24 factors are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, and 90 are 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So you can see that there are 3 different prime factors here, 2, 3 and 5. Now to find the LCM, we have to check that the factor 2, factor 3 and 5, in which number they are in the maximum times occurring. So you can see that 2 occurs 3 times here, and in here it is only once. So highest time is 3 times. So we write down in the prime factorization, the prime factor 2 occurs maximum 3 times in 24, and the other 3 only occurs once here, here 2 times. So maximum number is 2. So the prime factor 3 occurs maximum 2 times in 90, and 5 is only once. It is not even in the 24, but maximum it is one number. So we are going to multiply all this, means 3 times 2 multiply by 2 times 3 multiply by 5 only once. So we get 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 multiply by 5. So as you multiply the numbers, you will get the answer, that is 360. So here 360 is the LCM, or the least common multiple of those two numbers 24 and 90. So that is the one method in which we have to write down the prime factorization, and of each prime factors, we have to take them in maximum number in that they are occurring. So here 2 occurs maximum times, 3 times, 3 occurs 2 times, 5 occurs only 1 time. So product of that all will be the LCM of those numbers. Now there is another method also. That is the division method. That is also a very simple method. Just you have to follow that steps as I will explain you. So please understand the steps carefully. Then I think that will be very, very useful in your future also. When you find the LCM, because LCM will be the most occurring things in your life. When you have to add the fractions, in that time you need LCM. In the equations, in the other, so many times you will need that. So you have to learn that properly, otherwise your maths will be very, very weak in the higher standards. So HCF and LCM both are very, very important. So now, how can we find LCM of two or more numbers? By division method. So here in example it is that find the LCM of the three numbers 20, 25 and 30. Now we have to write down the numbers in a row. As I wrote down 20, 25 and 30. Now check if any one of them is divisible by 2. We know that 20 and 30 both are divisible by 2. But 25 is not divisible by 2. Doesn't matter. So here we write down 2. So if you divide 20 by 2, you get 10. You can't divide 25 by 2. So 25 will be written as it is. Don't do anything for 25 because it is not divisible by 2. 30 is divisible by 2. So if you divide 30 by 2, you get 15. Now again check. You can see that 10 is still divisible by 2. So we have to write down the factor 2 here. Divide 10 by 2, you will get 5. But 25 and 15 are not divisible by 2. So we wrote down them as it is. Now the numbers are 5, 25 and 15. So next prime factor is 3. So check the divisibility. So 15 is divisible by 3. And therefore, we divide 15 by 3 and we get 5 here. But 25 and 5 are not divisible by 3. So we have to write down them as it is. And then all are divisible by 5. So 5 ones are, 5 5s are, 5 ones are. And again this 5 is divisible by 5. Then it is 1, 1 and 1. So until all get 1, we have to continue. But remember, you have to start with the lowest prime number 2. If it is not, then 3, then 5, then 7 and so on. And if any of that number is not divisible by that prime factor, you write down them as it is, as I wrote down here. Then only 20 and 30 are divisible by 2. So we wrote down 10 and 25 and 25 as it is. Then here only 10 is divisible. So 25 and 15 we have to write down as it is. Then 3. Only 15 is divisible by 3, so 5 and 25 will be same. And then again 5, so all are divisible by 5, so 1 5s are, 5 5s are and 1 5s are. Again there is still 5, so then the multiplication 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. That is the LCM of this number. And that is 300. So that is the, I think so, as per my view, this is the best method to find the LCM. But just remember that those numbers who cannot be divisible, you have to write down them as it is. So here we are going to finish today's session. In next session, we will learn some practical methods that is used in our life, in which we have to find HCF and LCM. It will be the word problems. So you have to decide whether you have to find the HCF or you have to find LCM. Here, that is the end of the today's session, and it will be in the PDF file. You will write down them, and any confusion in any of this method, write down in comment section. Thank you very much.